I'm Scott Clancy, leader and coach. I think the world needs better leaders and coaches. I want to learn how to be both. Today, I want to talk about the importance of paying attention to what behaviors we reward as individuals, as individual coaches and leaders, but especially as organizations. I'm going to use a business example, something I'm not necessarily familiar with. Imagine yourself as being a CEO. You have two divisions. You have overlapping responsibilities, and you've made the decision that you're going to have to amalgamate these two organizations. But you've got two senior leaders stating up front to yourself what it is that you're going to value, what behaviors you want to reward, are going to set the foundation for how you look at how you evolve those people and that amalgamation. If it's competition and competence and performance that you value, then the options that you're going to consider, who works for who, subordinating one to another, or choosing one leader and letting another one go, these are the kind of options that you can see are going to be formulated. However, imagine if you were valuing collaboration, innovation, cooperation, and even development. Now, you might have some of those same options, but to me, you'll also be expanding into other options where you go, well, maybe what I need to do is take one of these leaders, have them work as a deputy for me as a vice president, but have the other individual take over all of those responsibilities, perhaps with more, autonomy, and perhaps maybe even contingent on the approval of this new deputy or VP, that position that I'm creating. Or maybe it's a new relationship with the board and autonomy here, all within the ability to look at wider options because you've seen the values of the specific behaviors you want to reward moving forward, and they are in line with the values that you believe. When you pay attention to those things up front, then the behaviors that you reward and the way in which you go about it, imagine the process that you would be going through in order to make the choices. It would be fundamentally different if it was just based upon the competence, the competition, and the performance of the individuals. Obviously, leadership is going to play it here, but I think it would play in both. So remember that if you're thinking about what behaviors you want to reward, you would be looking very differently at those leaders, and you'd be looking very differently at those options. I'm Scott Clancy. If you like what you hear, go to www.scottclancy.ca. Let's connect up. You and me, we can build better leaders and coaches.